Welcome to the real estate market update for Dana Point for September of 2023. This data is going to be everything that occurred through the end of August. If we haven't met, my name is Nathan Necochea. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, let's dive right in. All right, so some interesting news here for Dana Point. The month of inventory was under 3 months at 2.75 months. That's a decrease month over month of just under 10%, 9.84% to be exact. The list is sold price, which is, obviously the price that sellers are getting compared to their asking price, is 99.9%. So they're getting what they're asking. This is an incredibly good sign for sellers, but also for buyers, because this means that the sellers in Dana Point are actually listing their homes appropriately. Their pricing is based on reality, it's based on comps, and it's not nearly as ambitious as it has been, I guess, over the past 2 or 3 years. The median days on market sits at 21. The median sold price in Dana Point was $1,750,000. All right, so we had 36 new homes come on the market. That is another decrease of 14.3% month over month. Now, I don't generally get too freaked out when it's a 1 month difference. I like to take a look at the trends. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the trend here. We had 36 homes come on the market in August of 2023. As you can see, it's just continuing to go down, and it's been doing that since, well, just for June, July, August, it's gone down some. It did peak up from May to June, but as you can see the trend as we go back, the new homes coming on the market right now were, aside from December of 2022, which was the absolute bottom, probably one of the worst months, at least in the very recent past. December is always the bottom. August of 19, we had 81 homes come on the market. That was before the pandemic, when the market was considered normal, or at least more so. And we have less than half of the homes coming on to the market. It's a problem. Okay, as far as active listings go, there's a total of 86 homes for sale in Dana Point, a 10.5% month over month decrease. If we take a look at the chart, you can see that that available listings is remaining fairly stable, aside from that dip in December. You can see that it's remained fairly stable over the past couple of years. But when you take a look at what we had in comparison to July of 19 or August of 19, we're sitting around a fourth, 25% of the inventory. That continues to be our biggest issue, is inventory. Okay, our new pending listings, 31 homes went into a pending status. That's a decrease of about 6%. Not a big issue that I'm seeing there, because our inventory levels are so low. All right, so the sold listings. We had 25 properties sell in August. That was about 53% decrease month over month, but July is traditionally a good month for sales, and these are all the homes that actually closed escrow. Dana Point is still a pretty stable and pretty strong market. The lack of inventory, it's drastic. It's a drastic lack of inventory, and I think that part of the problem is that when we look at the national news and the national statistics that take into account places like San Francisco, where the values are just bottoming out. When all those things are taken into account, it causes someone to overlook the nuances of their local market. The demand is there. I think that even with inflation, with increased interest rates, those things are not affecting the market in the way most people believe they would or are. One of the things that I really see is that the inflation rates are not preventing people from buying homes. It's preventing people from selling homes, which is only exacerbating the issue of inventory. The buyer demand is there. The difference between now and 2 years ago is that buyers are far less tolerant of shenanigans. They're willing to pay an appropriate price for a home that's in a condition that they think is appropriate, and that's in a location that is phenomenal. And remember, living in Dana Point is much more than just a home. It's creating a lifestyle. So if you're thinking about buying, keep looking, be ready to act, know what you can afford, know what your payments may or may not look like, and maybe give some of the homes that you've seen already another 1 or 2 looks, because you never know. If it's been sitting on the market for a decent amount of time, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days, you might be able to get a deal out of those homes. And if you're thinking about selling, you can still get a phenomenal price. Obviously, when sellers are getting 99.9% of their asking price, it just means that you're going to have to do more due diligence, or your agent will have to do more due diligence to price your home appropriately, to market it aggressively, and understand what the comparables are, more than just the financial side of it, the numbers. Understand how your home compares to the competition and leverage those differences. And I think that you'll be able to sell for an amazing price. All right, so those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours. Leave me a comment in the description down below. And remember, the key to successfully navigating any market is knowledge. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.